The elegant chandeliers cast a golden glow over the upscale restaurant as wealthy diners enjoyed their meals, oblivious to the world outside. Suddenly, a commotion near the entrance caught everyone's attention. A frail elderly man in tattered clothes stood there, shivering, while the restaurant manager, a tall man with an air of superiority, glared at him. "I told you before, we don't serve beggars here." "Get out," he barked. The old man's voice trembled. "I have money to pay, I just wanted a warm meal." The manager scoffed, grabbing his arm. Just as he was about to shove him outside, Karoline Leavitt, who had been quietly dining at a nearby table, stood up. "Let him go," she said firmly. The restaurant fell silent. The manager smirked. "Miss, this man doesn't belong here."
Subscribe to my channel.
Karoline's eyes hardened. "And who decides that? You?" The manager crossed his arms. "This is a fine dining establishment, not a charity." The old man lowered his gaze in shame, but before he could turn to leave, Karoline stepped between him and the exit. "He's not leaving," she said. "Not until he gets the meal he came for." The manager let out a sarcastic laugh. "And who's going to make me serve him?" Karoline leaned in. "I will." The restaurant patrons whispered among themselves as Karoline Leavitt pulled out her phone. "Since you seem to believe throwing out paying customers is good business, let's see if the public agrees." The manager's confidence wavered. "You wouldn't dare." Karoline raised an eyebrow. "Try me." She hit record, capturing everything. "Everyone, this restaurant refuses to serve an elderly man, even though he has money to pay. Is this how we treat people now?" The whispers turned into gasps as diners realized what was happening. The manager's face turned red. "You can't do this." Karoline smirked. "I just did." The waiters, looking uncomfortable, hesitated as the manager ordered them not to serve the old man. One brave young server, clearly moved, stepped forward. "I'll serve him." The manager clenched his jaw. "You're fired." The room fell into an uneasy silence, but Karoline wasn't done yet. "Actually," she said, turning to the waiter, "you just got a better job." She handed him her business card. "Call me. I'll make sure you work where kindness is valued." The waiter's eyes widened with gratitude. "Thank you." The manager, realizing he was losing control, sneered. "Fine. Let him eat. But don't expect me to apologize." Karoline smiled, but there was steel in her voice. "Oh, you'll be apologizing very soon." The old man was finally seated, and Karoline personally placed an order for him. The other customers, moved by the situation, began clapping. But just as the tension seemed to settle, the manager stormed back with security. "You've made your point. Now both of you need to leave." The guards stepped forward, but before they could act, another voice rang out. "I wouldn't do that if I were you." A tall, distinguished-looking man had entered the restaurant. The manager's face paled. Mr. Thompson?" The man, the owner of the restaurant chain, folded his arms. "I saw the live video. The whole city is watching. And you just embarrassed my entire brand." The manager stuttered. "Sir, I was just trying to keep our reputation intact." Thompson scoffed. "By humiliating a paying customer? By firing a waiter for showing compassion?" Karoline stood beside him. "Seems like your employee needs to be reminded what true leadership looks like." Thompson nodded. "Indeed. And the first lesson is knowing when to say, 'You're fired.'" The manager's jaw dropped. "Wait, what?" Thompson turned to the old man. "Sir, I deeply apologize. Please, enjoy your meal, on the house." Then he looked at Karoline. "And Miss Leavitt, thank you for standing up when others wouldn't." Karoline smiled. "Someone always has to." As the news spread, people flooded the restaurant's social media, praising Karoline Leavitt for taking a stand. The video went viral within hours, sparking a debate on how businesses should treat their customers, regardless of appearance. The fired waiter received job offers from multiple restaurants, and the old man? He finished his meal with dignity, thanking Karoline with teary eyes. "I didn't just need food," he whispered. "I needed to feel like a person again." Karoline placed a reassuring hand on his. "You always were. Some people just need reminding." The restaurant, now under new management, implemented a new policy. Every paying customer would be treated with equal respect. The incident had changed the establishment forever. That evening, as Karoline walked down the city streets, she checked her phone. Thousands of messages poured in, some sharing similar experiences, others simply expressing gratitude. But one message stood out. It was from a young woman who had been at the restaurant that night. "Miss Leavitt, you inspired me. I was afraid to stand up for what's right, but not anymore. Thank you." Karoline exhaled, knowing that one small act had started a ripple effect. With a smile, she typed back. "Never be afraid to stand for the truth." Where are you watching from? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more stories like this, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. ***Rocket